Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making homemade baby food, and we are going to be making peas today. I'm going to do a whole chain of videos on different foods you can make, but we're doing peas. I just want to add before we get started, my baby prefers vegetables, which is kind of weird, but majority of the things I'll be doing are vegetables. I'm going to do a couple of fruit videos, but majority of them are vegetables just because she prefers them over everything else. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to get a pot. Any pot will do. Your peas. You can use frozen peas or whatever kind of peas you want. If you want to freeze them, you're going to need something to freeze them in. These silicone molds work very, very well. Mine are the piggy kind. And you're going to need jars or containers. I just use the old containers that I have from when I bought it at the store. Wash them and reuse them. And then you're going to need a magic bullet. These are the ones that I figure work the best out of a regular blender. I wouldn't use that, but this is definitely, if you have this, you'll be good. All right, so we're going to turn the stove on. I'm going to cook the peas. So I'm going to take my peas and I'm going to pour them in there. And then you're going to cook them until they're actually really kind of mushy. You don't need to add any water because if you have a can, because it's already got liquid in it. If it is in a bag, then you are probably not going to need to, because the ice, when it melts, will create enough liquid to save it, because you're going to need it when we blend it. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, so we're going to turn this off. We're going to let it cool down just a little bit. You can probably add some ice cubes in there if you're in a hurry or whatever. And then we're going to pour it in here. So I used a ladle, and I put about half of them in there with some of the juices in the bottom. Left them in the pot. You can put this on. All right, we got it on. We're going to put it on here. Make sure it fits in the holes. All right, so I poured the rest into here. After I first blended it, shake it up a little bit more. We're going to blend it again. Shake it a little bit more. Do it again. I'd suggest you keep doing it until you get that consistency, like texture. All right, I think we got it. Do one more. All right, then you can take it out and let it sink to the bottom. We'll be back. All right, now we got it in there. And we're going to scoop it into these containers. All right, we got 2.5 of them out of that one can. What I do is I put a little bit of water in there and shake it up to get the sides off. And I add just a little bit on top so that it doesn't dry out when it goes in the fridge. This one I'm just going to feed to her right now. But then I put the lid on and shake it up. What you can do if you want to save this is just pour it in there, freeze it, and then when you make another batch, just drop one into the pot and cook it with the peas before you put them back in here. I got 2 little piggies full with the water mixture, If you want, you can also just pour the baby food in here and freeze it, pop it out, thaw it, and then use it that way as well. Next thing we're gonna do, and it's the last thing you have to do. You can take these off, don't take them off, whatever container you're using, but you have to label them. So you're gonna put what it is. I'm gonna put peas on the top. Then you're gonna put the date on it. And if you want, you can put the time, but they should be good for 1 week in the fridge. And if they're in the freezer, you can just freeze them for a couple months and then unthaw them. But once they're unthawed, they should be good for about a week. I wouldn't keep them in there any longer, so don't make like hundreds of them and stick them in the fridge. If you're gonna make them, put them in the freezer. So I got the one I just made, and we're about to feed to the baby. If this video helped you, like and subscribe at the bottom of the page, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.